Hey guys, I wanted to keep this video pretty casual. As you can see, I don't have the whole setup with my crystals and candles. I really just wanted to take out my camera and talk about the Biohacker Summit that I attended in Amsterdam of 2023. So we'll kind of just go over the overview of the summit, and I also have a message about my brand and the upcoming content and format. So that will be at the end of this video. I would really appreciate if you would stay for that, and yeah, let's dive into the overview of the summit. The Biohacker Summit was founded by this guy named Teemu Arina, and he is also the founder of the Biohacker Center. He's considered a forefront thinker of the digital transformation of humanity and obviously a biohacker. The location was at the Hotel in Amsterdam, which was across the river. Next year is going to be in Finland, so if you guys plan to attend this event, it's not going to be in the same location. But I did enjoy this location for this event as it wasn't directly in the center, but it was right next to it, so it was more quiet on this side of the water. And it was pretty cool because we took a ferry to get there. My friend and I ended up picking up our passes the day before it started. We heard there was about over 2,000 people that registered for the event, so we wanted to beat the lines. The exhibitions were really cool. There were so many that anytime you would take a lap, you would come across a new stand, one that you didn't notice before. And if you spent the entire 2 days going from booth to booth, I feel like you would not have had a chance to see them all because there were so many. So there were a few different infrared stations. There were saunas, there was this massive tank that worked with oxygen and pressure. There were a lot of different mushroom supplements as well as psilocybin microdosing, handing out samples on a couple of the booths as well. There were other psychedelics that were offered in tinctures. There was ceremonial cacao. There was a upgraded coffee station. No alcoholic drinks, which was fantastic. I loved seeing that. There was quantum technology. There was even this drug-free microdosing called Neurovizr, which is where you put this headset on and it has these blinking lights and it has sound. It's supposed to be like a microdose, but without using substances. I'm sensitive to flashing lights, so I didn't actually try it, but a bunch of people are trying it and they came out feeling great. So there were a lot of different exhibitions. And you could spend the entire days just walking around and trying these different technologies. That was really cool in and of itself. Now there was also a sanctuary that was for VIP and a few other upgraded tickets. I did go in a few times. The people watching the door the first time said, sure, go in. And the second time I went in, no one was there, so I went in. And I'm so glad I did because I experienced this breathwork. It was a ecstatic breathwork by Lee and Miko, and it was an unbelievable experience. The magic, and it was absolutely transformative. It was an unbelievable experience that I am so grateful to have had. I felt like I was meant to have that experience, like even though I didn't have the ticket. I was able to go in and experience it. There were musical performances. I saw like on the program there was tinctures, and I can even maybe post some of what the program was. There was also like conscious movement with this martial arts expert. There was a samurai, a beatboxing Zen Buddhist monk, has the best vibes. There were icaros. Yeah, it was all really cool. I'm grateful to have experienced the sound healing and the breath work, and the conscious movement and the rain bearer. So those were the 4 I got to actually experience, and they were really, really cool. So if you guys are thinking about getting this ticket in the future, I highly recommend getting the sanctuary ticket. It's gonna level up your experience. There was a whole stage with a lot of seating. Really cool with AI art. They have these hexagrams all up and around the stage, and incredible AI artwork of spirit animals. It was a very beautiful stage.
And the hugest thanks to all of our artists, our speakers, and our volunteers. Could I please ask you to join me in giving all of these brilliant people a huge round of applause. Thank you for making it so possible.
I would prefer the event to be 3 or 4 days. With how much there was to see, it could definitely be extended out a bit more. One comment I would say, the fact that there were so many speakers in such a short amount of time, they only had like 20 to 30 minutes. We couldn't dive into anything. My feedback for the next conference or the future conferences would be to extend it over 3 or 4 days, allow for speakers to have maybe an hour, 45 minutes at least, to speak, and maybe you could have 3 stages. That was just one of the things I didn't quite like. One minor comment I would have as well is that a lot of the content was definitely focused on psychedelics and microdosing. I don't mean just the lectures, but also a lot of the booths, and I'm all for psychedelics. It was just a lot, but it is a very interesting area of studies, so I don't blame people for wanting to talk about it. So there were a few different upgrade options for your ticket. There were a lot. Even during the event, they would send out an email like, well, now there's the rocket ship or spaceship or something upgrade. And to be honest, I didn't keep up with all the different upgrades, but there were some like VIP, or like you wanted to just have access to the sanctuary. I know with VIP, I saw that there was like an ice bath and a sauna outside. You get meal tickets. Yeah, there were a bunch of different upgrade options. They also had a student option, and that was 100 euros. The usual cost is about 300 euros. One of the other ticket options was an after party. It was sponsored by Medicine Magic, and they are a company in Netherlands. And yes, they provided ceremonial cacao for this event, which was also mixed with Blue Lotus, which that was my first time trying it. And I was already quite exhausted from traveling and 2 days of this event with so many people, and I need my time to recharge, and I had no time to recharge. So it took me a moment to get in with the flow of everything, but man, when they started performing, I couldn't help myself. I had to start dancing. Like, it was incredible. There was the rain bearer on stage with the sound healer and the monk and the samurai. There was a bunch of people just performing music together. They would come up and they would go, and it was a beautiful exchange of creative souls and energy, and I'm so grateful to have witnessed it. Sure, you're wondering about the ceremonial cacao and the Blue Lotus. To be frank, I had different mushroom supplements throughout the day. I tried infrared technology. That was also the day I did breath work. I had this other beverage that had a bunch of different added supplements to it. I was feeling great. My mind was clear. My body was very aware and just like in the moment, and a little bit overstimulated by all of the energy in this room, but it was beautiful energy. So it was really difficult for me to tell if I actually felt the effects of ceremonial cacao as well as the Blue Lotus. I know it's a subtle feeling. It's not like you're hallucinating, although with Blue Lotus, if you take enough of it in any form, you can smoke it, you can inhale it with steam, you can drink it. You can hallucinate with that, but they didn't have a high dosage in the ceremonial cacao. With the ceremonial cacao, it can open your heart center and kind of align your vibrations and your energy, give more love and compassion to yourself, to others, be mindful, be in the moment and present. I don't know if it was just a combination of everything, but it possibly could have worked. Overall, my experience at this summit was incredible. I'm so happy I went. I actually went on my birthday. So when we were at the after party, midnight hit. Technically, it's my birthday. The after party was on Sunday and my birthday was on Monday. So I came back to Zagreb here in Croatia on Monday on my birthday. And I spent the whole week reflecting and processing everything I experienced. It was a lot all at once, basically over one weekend. I learned a lot about myself. I had some transformative healing experiences, and it really made me think about where I want to go with this blue brand. And that's where I would really love your input. This summit and the people there was the creative and inspirational spark that I really needed. I have been having a hard time finding people that are like-minded, that are around me, where I can actually be in their energy and in their presence. In witnessing all these people who are making their reality is just so beautiful. They're so creative, and it really made me want to shift what I'm doing. I really need to transform. I feel like there's some things that I've been neglecting of myself. I've been putting a lot of time into this blue brand, and to a certain point, I really started sacrificing my own health and well-being. I didn't give myself a break at all. I worked through every weekend. I stopped seeing people. I just spent so much time on this brand because I'm trying to keep up with making content, and I'm sacrificing my inner balance and my inner peace. I definitely want to continue creating content, but I need to shift, transform, change myself and the content that I put out. I want to share my experiences and share what I'm learning, but the way that I go about it and the frequency of how often I'm putting out these videos, I think it needs to change. I'm still not quite sure how. By the time I post this video, it should be about 2 weeks from now. I'm not sure where I'll be at that time. I'm going to continue thinking about the strategy. I'm still going to create content. We might have to spend some time experimenting, so one video might look completely different than the next. And but that was the whole purpose of this channel to begin with, is to evolve with my growth and my transformation, and to be there for you during your transformation as well. One of the things I would really love your input on is I've really been contemplating changing the name of Blue Soul Community to just Abby Blue, and I want to know how that feels to you. I know it might be kind of difficult to answer because we're not quite sure exactly which direction we're going to go with the upcoming content. I would love to know your initial feedback. What was the first impression you had when you heard changing Blue Soul Community to Abby Blue? Evolution is inevitable. That was the point from the very beginning, and it was expected. But the other part that I would love your feedback and your comments on is what kind of content you would like to see. What helps you feel like you're gaining value? Because I don't want to create content just to hit a quota every month. I want to make something that is valuable to you. I can use a bunch of these analytic tools. There's a lot of data, and it's really interesting. But what I value most is hearing directly from you what you like and what you don't like. So please don't be shy. Put it out there. I mean, don't be mean. This is not an invitation to be rude, but it's an invitation to be totally honest. Everything is unfolding the way it's supposed to be, and I trust in divine timing. Abby Blue, or Blue Soul Community, will continue to evolve and grow. We are not going anywhere. But as my I Ching reading said this morning, the village may change, but the well stays the same. Our content, our community, it may change, but we will always be here. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are, and check out the Biohacker Summit next year. It was amazing. Highly recommend, and I'm sure it's only gonna get greater and greater every year. I'm so excited to see what is planned for the future for the Biohacker Summit. I see this next after party is gonna be on a beach in Finland, so that sounds epic. If you guys end up going to this next one or the following one, shoot me a DM, let's meet up. I'm excited to see you guys there, and yeah, that's it, you guys. Hope you have a great day, and we will see you in the next video.